Brought to you by GTA, your island, your network.
It is possible. There's nothing that's a silver bullet, unfortunately.
Department of Agriculture Wildlife Supervisor Diane Weiss is talking about efforts to eradicate the brown tree snake. Recently, officials held a brown tree snake working technical meeting to provide updates.
I mean, until there's something that can really control snakes on a large area suppression, it's going to be an endless job removing snakes.
Agencies aren't focusing on a single control, but instead integrated pest management.
So we have multiple control tools that are very functional for capturing brown tree snakes.
The most effective control, which residents are probably familiar with, are the snake traps we see along fence lines.
It's capable of capturing multiple snakes, and because it resets itself. And the attractant in there is a live mouse. So it's very energy intensive to walk to the traps, change out the food, and care for the mouse and check for snakes. And that would be very difficult in, say, terrain like out at the ranch.
That's why officials are now looking into an artificial lure.
An artificial lure would really help brown tree snake control because the cost of live mice is expensive, as well as keeping them alive, and the manpower involved in checking those traps.
Another effective control is hand removal, also done along fence lines.
The brown tree snakes like to travel on fence lines. It's easy to climb. There's geckos on there for them to eat, possibly birds.
Again, it's not enough to control the snake population. That's why toxins are also a key to eradication efforts. Acetaminophen, while we use to treat common aches and pains, is deadly to a snake. The over-the-counter medicine is put into a dead mouse and dropped atop federal forested areas from a helicopter. The mice are attached to a cardboard and tissue paper, similar to a parachute, so they land where snakes will likely reach them. The mice drops, which are federally funded, are effective but costly. Today, officials are working towards bringing that cost down through an automated bait delivery system.
And it's working. So they're able to cover the landscape with these dead neonatal mice with acetaminophen in them. The snakes are taking them. They're landing in the trees.
So how many snakes are on island? Estimates say as many as 2 million. That's not going to stop officials like Weiss, however, who are determined to bring down the population to recover Guam's forest bird population.
For me, the most important number for the snakes is, can we suppress them enough to bring our native birds back? The birds are very important for spreading seeds, whether they're getting caught in their feet and they're flying them somewhere, or whether they're eating them and they're passing through the gut. That prepares the seed for germination.
For more information on the brown tree snake or to report any other potential invasive species, call 475-PEST.
Brought to you by GTA, your island, your network.